A third-generation rancher from Helena won the Montana Farm Bureau Young Farmer and Rancher Discussion Meet back in November.
And his reward is a new Polaris Ranger 4x4 and an all-expensive paid trip to Austin, Texas next month, where he'll take part in the national competition.
As MTN's Jessica Nelson reports, Rocky Forsyth is following in his father's and grandfather's footsteps.
We can take a DNA sample from a cow that we don't know anything else about, and we can hit the mark in essence in terms of where she's at in terms of her ability to produce high marbling cattle, which obviously translates to a high eating experience for the consumer. And I think that's fascinating.
As a third-generation rancher, Rocky Forsyth will be the first to tell you there's a few differences in how they operate now compared to when his grandfather owned the family ranch.
The family history runs deep.
Rocky's grandfather homesteaded between Fairfield and Augusta with polled Hereford cattle. Now Rocky, his wife, and his parents own around 200 cattle on about 6,000 acres of land.
I bought my first cows when I was like 4.
Rocky says the business has evolved a lot since his grandfather's days on the ranch.
He didn't have any information and technology. Anything that came about was fairly groundbreaking. So I don't even know that those are challenges, but I'm sure that they had challenges. The lack of communication, maybe, for one. It was harder to communicate back then.
There is one thing Rocky's grandfather started that Rocky continues today.
They were among the first to introduce performance testing and EPDs to the Hereford breed. That's something that we take very, very seriously here.
Rocky hopes one day his son Oliver and his daughter JoJo will follow in the family's footsteps. He says now is the time for many younger generations to step in.
I think the opportunities are as high today as they've ever been. Like I said, the vast majority of landowners and business owners in agriculture are older, which to me presents, when they're ready to retire, I think that presents a large opportunity to enter our business.
Reporting just outside of Fairfield, I'm Jessica Nelson, MTN News.
Thanks, Jessica. And Rocky will be the only Montana representative at the competition in January.
Now, the top prize at that competition is a new Ford pickup. Even though Rocky admits he's a Chevy guy, he says he hopes he'll be able to hold his own in the competition.